Good morning, dear students. Hope you all are fine and safe at home. In the previous class, we studied about the four dynasties called Sangama dynasty, Saluva dynasty, Tuluva dynasty, and Aravidu dynasty. Today, we shall study all these four dynasties in detail. Sangama dynasty, first one. They ruled from 1336 to 1485 CE. Harihara was the first king of this dynasty. He took control over the regions of Tungabhadra river. He extended his empire to all the sides, that is, north, south, east, west. He laid strong foundation for his empire. Bukkaraya. He was the brother of Harihara. Took over the power after his death because Harihara had no son. During his rule, his son Kampana expanded the empire by defeating the Sultan of Madurai. It was explained in a book called Madura Vijayam, written by Kampana's queen Ganga Devi. Point to be noted, my dear students. This is very important. It is called Madura Vijayam and it was written by Kampana's queen Ganga Devi. Bukkaraya captured Penukonda and included it to the Vijayanagara Empire. After Bukkaraya, many other rulers ruled. One among them was Devaraya II. He was also called as Prauda Devaraya and who ruled for 1424 to 1446 CE. He was the famous king of Sangama dynasty. After he took over the power, he built a new army including Muslim soldiers who were skilled in archery and horse taming. His brave commander called Lakana Dandesha defeated the kings of Kerala and Sri Lanka. Praudadevaraya had religious tolerance. He built Jain and Vaishnava temples. He permitted to build mosque also. This shows us very clearly that he had tolerance towards other religions and he had great respect towards other religions. Let all of us learn one moral here. We too should respect other religions. Persian ambassador by name Abdul Razak. He visited Vijayanagara Empire during his rule. After his death, his son Mallikarjuna came to power. They were weak rulers. So, strong commander Saluva Narasimha captured the capital. But with this, Sangama dynasty came to an end. The next dynasty we are going to speak about Saluva dynasty. After taking the power, Saluva Narasimha ruled for 6 years. Later on, he died. His children were minors, so it was under Tuluva Narasanayaka. Next dynasty, Tuluva dynasty. Veera Narasimha, son of Tuluva Narasanayaka, started the rule of Tuluva dynasty. After his death in the year 1509, his brother Krishna Devaraya came to power, and I think you all are very familiar with this name, Krishna Devaraya. Yes, my dear students, Krishnadevaraya was the famous and greatest king among other Vijayanagar kings. He seized Shivanasamudra fort from Ummattur chief Ganga Raja. Later, he won Raichur fort. He also won Udayagiri fort. He defeated Gajapati Prataparudra. He was a Kalinga king. By defeating him, he married his daughter Jagan Mohini. He captured Kalburgi and Bidar forts. He got released the son of king who was imprisoned by Bahmani prime minister and restored him to power again in Bidar. For this achievement, he got the title called Yavana Rajya Pratisthapanacharya. Domingo Paz, who visited his kingdom, stated that Krishnadevaraya was a soft person with a strong body in his book. Vijayanagara kingdom was expanded in all four directions at the time of his death. The next dynasty, Aravidu dynasty. Ramaraya, son-in-law of Krishnadevaraya, took the whole responsibility of administration. He expanded financially Vijayanagara kingdom and made it rich. Enemies also increased seeing the growth of the Vijayanagara empire. Deccan sultanates were attacking Vijayanagara often. All sultanates united themselves with jealousy and hatred on the growth and richness of Vijayanagara kingdom. Rakkasa Thangadi battle. On 23rd January of 1565 CE, the Rakkasa Thangadi war took place between army of sultans and army of Vijayanagara on the banks of Krishna river, and in this battle Ramaraya, the founder of Aravidu dynasty, died in the war. Sultanates looted the Vijayanagara kingdom. Tirumala and Venkata, sons of Ramaraya, who escaped from war, ran away to Penukonda. Later, it became independent rulers in Karnataka. With this, we complete the four dynasties of the Vijayanagara kingdom. In the next class, I'll be teaching you all about the cultural contributions of the Vijayanagara Empire. Thank you.